Now, I think dating in high school is one of the most dumbest things in the world, and I'll tell you why. Because in high school relationships, you know, people think like, oh, like, you know, like we're gonna go through high school together, and then we're gonna be with each other throughout college, and then we're gonna like marry each other, and it's just total BS. Like, I hate to break it to you guys, but there's no such thing as a high school sweetheart. Because like the high school sweetheart trend died back in like 1995. Anyways, going on though. Today's story is one of the more sadder stories because it is about one of my high school relationships that, well, I got broken up with. And I know it's kind of crazy because I always tell stories about me doing the devil's tango with like a bunch of women, but you guys gotta understand, a lot of these women that I, you know, did the devil's tango with, I wasn't dating. Because, I don't know, let's just say this story that I'm about to tell you guys really affected me. Anyways, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to another crazy story. Now, hopefully you guys leave a like and subscribe already if you guys haven't done that, because this story does get intense. Anyways, this story starts off back in grade 9 going to grade 10. It was the summer of, and I remember I was seeing this girl. This girl I was seeing was generally someone I really cared about. Like, this girl, like, I'm not even joking, I would literally give this girl the world. And if she's watching this today, well, that's kind of awkward. Hi, welcome to your story. Oh god, that sounds really bad. I sound like that girl from 13 Reasons Why. You're the 13th reason. No, I'm kidding. Going on. I remember this story started off, basically, I met this girl, and, you know, for some reason, me and her just kind of clicked. She was a great girl, she had an awesome brother, and she was just outstanding. Everything about this girl, I think, was just perfect. She liked cars like I did. She was interested in, you know, just talking all the time, FaceTiming till we fall asleep. We did all those. We had the basic, super awesome relationship. But there's one thing I never understood about her, and that for some reason, like, she just wasn't as close to me as I was with her. For example, when she wanted to hang out, like, I would always want to hang out with her, right? But for some reason, she wouldn't want to do the same with me. All the times where I wanted to FaceTime her, I remember she just didn't want to FaceTime me. It's always like me putting in the effort into the relationship, but she never did that for me. It kind of sucks because I'm sounding like the kid that's like, oh, like, it didn't pick me, like, you didn't pick me, like, oh my goodness, I'm doing all the work. And in reality, I didn't mind it because, you know, me thinking, oh, I'm the man in the relationship, I should be able to, you know, just have patience with these things. Yeah, no, that's BS. Guys, literally, I'm not joking when I say this, a relationship goes both ways. Anyways, going on though, I remember as months went by, every month that went by, she just kept going further and further and further away from me. It's like over time, she just got more uninterested in me. And it sucked because I just didn't understand why. I don't know if it was because, you know, I wasn't driving the nicest car. I don't know if it was because, you know, I guess I wasn't that attractive. I honestly have no idea. It's weird to me because at first she was like, you know, very interested in me, and then she just goes on to not being interested at all. It kind of sucks because over time, you guys will start realizing this as you guys get into relationships. Anyways, I remember as like a couple months went by, it was the month before my birthday, and me and her, we just kept having these like weird arguments based on, you know, oh, like, do you actually care about me or do you actually not? Like, why don't you want to hang out with me? What's going on here? And I remember me and her decided to go on a proper date and actually hang out. I remember we met up at the SkyTrain station. We SkyTrained all the way to like downtown Vancouver. If you guys don't know, I'm from Vancouver, but going on. We went to downtown Vancouver. I remember we started walking around. We walked around the area. We've been to a bunch of places. We ate food. We walked on the beach. We did the very typical date, okay? And me and her, we thought things were perfect. At least that's what I felt like. But then she kept getting text messages on her phone from another dude. And at this moment, I thought, okay, something feels off here. Something feels extremely off here. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like something bad's gonna happen. And you guys will start realizing this as you guys like get older. You guys always have that gut feeling. And I thought it was a myth at first when I first started hearing about it in movies and stuff, but it's a real thing. Anyways, I remember I had a gut feeling that, okay, something bad's gonna happen. I don't know what, but something bad is. But I tried to ignore it and kept hanging out with her. Because I'm not gonna lie, at the time, like, I really cared for this girl. Like, this girl, I would literally give the world to. Or at least, like I said, try to. And I remember as, like, me and her were just walking around and stuff, she still kept getting messages. And at this moment, I had to ask her. I was like, oh, who's texting you? She kept saying, oh, it's her dad. Oh, it's her brother. And, you know, just over time, it was just BS. Going on, I remember the day after I went to work. I went to my job and I started, you know, working. And I remember when I was working, a person at the workplace that I worked at got, like, really happy. And I know that's a weird thing to say, like, oh, like, why do you care if your coworker's happy? But rumor went around that my coworker actually ended up meeting someone. And I remember I walked up and like, hey, dude, like, congrats on the girl. Like, hopefully me and, you know, you can like go on a double date with our girls one time and stuff like that. You know, me trying to be nice to my coworker. And then after that, he said, oh yeah, like, we'll see, but like her parents are like pretty strict. Oh, same as my girlfriend. Kind of odd, but I kind of just left it aside. I remember as I went home and stuff, I remember messaging my girlfriend to FaceTime and she didn't want to. She said that she was busy busy or she was just doing something else, and honestly, I let it go. I didn't mind it. And the next day, I remember I went to work and something just really felt off. Every time I was around my coworker, like he would always like be texting his girlfriend, and honestly, I just felt really dumb because, you know, I wasn't texting mine, I guess. I don't know. I got in a form of jealousy. And you guys are probably wondering why does your coworker have to be in the story? And you guys will learn later on, and you guys just got to keep listening and understand that this story gets intense. Anyways, a month goes by, and honestly, me and her haven't been on the best terms. Things just absolutely kept going downhill. I didn't know why. I kept trying for the relationship. I kept pushing. I kept putting all my effort into that damn relationship. And I remember what ended up happening was that for some reason, it was like the day of my birthday, May 13th, and I think it was like when I was in grade 10, so that was like, I don't remember. It was my birthday, May 13th, okay? And I remember John Bellion was releasing his new song. This is important because John Bellion is important to this story, okay? Because John Bellion is my favorite artist, if you guys don't know. And I remember he was dropping a new song. It was Good Things Fall Apart, and I remember listening to it, and it was such a good song. I was like, damn, this song's really nice. Obviously, that was just me first hearing it. When I first hear music, I mostly listen to like the beat of it. I don't really care for the lyrics of it yet. But then I remember after I listened to that song, I got a call from my girlfriend, and I was like, oh, my girlfriend's calling me. Like, sick, this is awesome. I remember I answered the phone, and when I answered it, it was her in a really sad tone. I didn't understand why. And I remember I was talking to her. I'm like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, are you okay? And she told me that it's over. She said that she felt like this relationship wasn't worth trying anymore. She kept making up these excuses like, oh, like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. Honestly, she started bringing up like things like that, I guess basic girls do. And I'm not gonna lie, at first, when I first started hearing it, I thought it wasn't like a basic excuse. Like, this was serious. But over time, as I started to meet more girls, I realized that she gave me the most dumbest basic excuse ever. No offense if you're hearing this, by the way. She gave a silly excuse about like, you know, how like things are really hard on her right now and stuff like that, even though I really don't understand why, because I kept asking for specifics, but she just couldn't say anything. All she said was, it's over, and moved on. I said, okay. She hung up the phone, and I remember I was just kind of laying down in bed, crying on my birthday, which is kind of nice, I guess. I don't know, kind of sucked. And basically listening to John Bellion's song again, Good Things Fall Apart. Really good song. I seriously still listen to it to this day. Damn, it really hits hard. I remember later on that day, I had work. Yeah, I did end up picking up a shift on my birthday, and I remember when I went to work, I saw my coworker, and my coworker was like really happy today. Like, I don't know why, but he was just having the time of his life. And me, I was just kind of sitting there all sad and stuff. And I remember he came up to me saying, hey dude, like, is everything all right, man? And I remember I told him like, yeah dude, like, don't worry about it. It's just my girlfriend broke up with me today, and today's my birthday, so you know, things just kind of cancel out. I'm just doing all right, I guess. And then he told me, oh dude, like, I'm sorry to hear, man. Like, recently me and my girlfriend had an argument, but she figured it out. And I asked her about what, and then he said that apparently his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend was really getting in the way of the relationship. And then at this moment, I'm like, what? I was so confused, and I said, can I see a photo of your girlfriend? He said sure, and little did I know, it was my girlfriend. It was my girlfriend that basically I was seeing for over, I think we were like, what, 7 months in the relationship, almost 8. And I can't believe I didn't see it like before, but honestly, it was so funny because I remember saying, oh, I know this girl. And I basically said a bunch of things about her. And then my coworker was so confused, saying like, what? Like, how do you know her? And then he looks at me and said, oh. And I told him the truth. I said, yeah, like, we were together, like, I guess when you guys were first dating. And yeah, apparently this girl was cheating on me the whole time. That's why the relationship couldn't work, I guess, because she had 2 boyfriends the entire time. Wow, this absolutely sucks saying, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, guys, that is basically it for the story. Honestly, you know, like I said, if any of the IRLs that were in the story hear about the story, don't worry about it. It's in the past. But other than that, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. And like I always say, follow for more embarrassing stories. All right, peace out, guys.